Hello friends, welcome to the Prelims Power Play discussion of 2nd of October 2022. Guys, today we are going to discuss 5 most important questions on current affairs of 2nd of October. Guys, I have also picked some PYQs in order to help you understand how to link current affairs and the static part of the syllabus. Guys, let us begin. The first topic which I have selected is on the speech of Putin, where he has mentioned the drain of wealth. Okay, drain of wealth which took place during the colonization process of India and Africa. Guys, this topic is very important from the perspective of modern India, where you have to study the economic impact of the British rule. If you have read the spectrum, you must have studied this chapter where you have to study drain of wealth. Okay guys, so this question can come in prelims. This topic can come in prelims and can come in mains also. Okay, already UPSC has asked a mains question where it has asked you to discuss the impact of colonial rule on Indian agriculture. Okay, similarly this topic can also come in world history, because in world history we have a topic of imperialism and colonization. Okay, so let's see the question which I have selected. So I have selected a PYQ. Guys. Okay, I have selected a PYQ. You can see here. Let's read the question, guys. With reference to the period of colonial rule in India, home charges formed an important part of drain of wealth. As I was telling you, drain of wealth is very important. Can you name the person who is responsible for giving this drain of wealth theory in India? Okay, can you just write in the comment box? Okay, which of the following funds constituted home charges? Okay, so let us read the statements. Funds used to support Indian office in London. Yes, guys, the home charges are basically the expenditure of the office which was responsible to basically rule over India, and this office basically operated from Britain. Okay, it operated from London. Okay, so this is included. Second, the funds used to pay salaries and pensions of British personnel engaged in India. Yes, that is also a part of the home charges. And last, the fund used for waging war outside India by the British. Guys, this also is included in home charges, because these home charges were used to basically take care of the expenditure of the British War Office also. So the answer is D, option 1, 2, 3. Okay, so answer is D. So I hope like most of you have got it correct. Okay, because this is a previous year question. I think this question was asked by the UPSC in 2011 or 2012. Okay, so home charges refer to the expenditure incurred in England by Secretary of State on behalf of India. The main constituents were basically dividends to the shareholders of the Indian East Indian Company, interest on public debt raised abroad, expense of the Indian office establishment in London, pensions and payments of British officers in civil and military departments in India, payments for British War Office and store purchases in England, interest on foreign capital, etc., etc. So these are home charges, where home charges is very important. Okay, this topic is very important. It can come in prelims again in some or the other way. Okay, so this is a PYQ. So you can see how PYQs get repeated, but not might be in the same form. They can come in some other form. Okay, so this topic of home charges or this topic of drain of wealth is very important for next year. So people who are preparing for next year, please prepare the chapter economic impact of British rule in India from the mains perspective, and also prepare it from the prelims perspective thoroughly. Okay, and also prepare the world history chapter of colonization and imperialism from the old NCERT, because that is also very important. Okay, let us go to the second question, guys. The second question also I have framed on this topic of drain of wealth. Okay, consider the following: Dadabhai Naoroji, R.P. Dutt, G. Subramaniam Iyer, and M.G. Ranade. How many of them were responsible for economic critique of the British colonialism? Guys, during the last decade of the 19th century, there were some moderate leaders, led by Dadabhai Naoroji, who basically gave a critique of the British rule in India. They basically analyzed the British rule in India and its economic impact, and were able to pin that the main reason for the economic backwardness and poverty in India was basically the British rule in India. Okay, in this context you must be aware that Dadabhai Naoroji was the first person who gave this theory of drain of wealth, and he wrote a very famous book called Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. So this is also inspired from a PYQ. So okay, you see how I have picked a current affairs where Putin has talked about economic impact of the colonial rule in India and Africa, and how I have linked to the PYQs and how UPSC can take inspiration from these PYQs and they can frame some other question. They can frame a question on Dadabhai Naoroji, or they can frame question on M.G. Ranade or R.P. Dutt, or the books which were written by them. Okay, so these are very important. So please read this chapter, okay, from the NCERT and or any Bipin Chandra. If you are following Bipin Chandra, you can read from that also. There is a dedicated chapter on economic critique of British rule in Bipin Chandra. Okay, so let's go further. This topic can also come in mains. I am again repeating myself, particularly history optional people, they must prepare this topic thoroughly. Okay, let's go to the second question. You can see here drain of wealth theory was given by Dadabhai Naoroji in his book Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. Other than him, there were other leaders who gave an economic critique of British rule, which R.P. Dutt, G. Subramaniam Iyer and M.G. Ranade. Okay, let's go and see the next question. The next question I have framed, this is a new question I have framed on the recent incident of the Nord Stream pipeline. There has been a methane leak, okay, in the pipeline. In that context, I have framed a map based question. Guys, UPSC every year gives 1 or 2 map based questions, and most of these map based questions are from current events. Okay, so let us read the question here, guys. Okay, let us read the question here. So the question goes like this. Okay, Nord Stream pipeline recently in news runs through which of the following sea? Guys, the answer to this question is, please write in the comment box. Let me see how many of you get it correct. So answer to the question is Baltic Sea. Answer to this question is Baltic Sea. Okay, the Nord Stream, okay, is a network of pipelines delivering Russian natural gas to Germany. Okay, so Russia basically supplies a lot of natural gas to Europe. Okay, Europe is dependent on Russian gas, and that is why, okay, in this Ukraine war, this supply of natural gas from Russia to Europe has been a very important issue. Okay, has been a very important issue that Russia can stop the supply of this natural gas to Europe, and it can really impact European countries. Already, if you have been following the current events, you must have been knowing that, okay, the prices of energy in European countries are already increasing, and you know that winter is coming in Europe. So it's a very big issue. It's a very big issue. So this topic is very important. This topic is very important. Map based question can come. So we can see here, okay, you can see in this map, okay, from Russia how this pipeline travels through the Baltic Sea and reaches Germany. Okay, so this is a very important, okay, event in geography and international relation. Okay, let us go to the next question. Guys. Next question is on basically Gandhi Jayanti. I have framed one question on Gandhi Jayanti. Okay, you can see here KCR unveils Gandhi statue and urges thinkers, okay, that, okay, we have to appreciate what Gandhiji has given, okay, in terms of philosophy, in terms of his moral values. Gandhiji has made a famous statement that his life is message. Gandhiji's life itself is a message. Okay, his life is itself a message. The way he lived his life, he practiced what he preached. Okay, in general, in today's world, okay, we all say some good words, okay, but we don't follow in our practical life. Okay, but Gandhiji was a leader who practiced what he preached, and that is why Gandhiji is great. Okay, because it is very easy to say something, but it is very difficult to implement in our daily life. Okay, so let's read the question. These two questions I have framed. Okay, new question, okay, and very important, and this too is also inspired from the PYQs, but it's a brand new question. Let us see the question, guys. Which of the following works inspired Mahatma Gandhi? Okay, first work is Tolstoy, The Kingdom of God is Within You. The second work is Ruskin's, okay, unto this last, and third is Thoreau on the duty of civil disobedience. Guys, okay, so let us read the option. The option is 2 only, 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. The answer is, please write in the comment box. Let me see how many of you have how many of you get it right. Okay, the answer is D. Okay, so Gandhiji was moved by all these three books. Gandhiji was moved for all these three books. Let me give you a brief, okay, brief overview of all these three books, guys. For example, Thoreau's, okay, uh, on the duty of civil disobedience basically inspired Gandhi to launch his civil disobedience movement. Okay, unto this last, okay, unto this last basically, okay, Gandhiji, okay, gave his theory of, okay, Sarvodaya, and the book, okay, and the book, Tolstoy's book, okay, The Kingdom of God is Within You, that also basically inspired Gandhiji, and from his book only he has taken the taken the idea of bread lever, that we must earn our bread, we must earn our bread. Okay, so Gandhi was so inspired by Leo Tolstoy that he named one of his ashrams as Tolstoy Farm, as a Tolstoy farm. Okay, I am giving you one question here. Can you name in the comment box, okay, the other ashram which Gandhiji established in South Africa? In South Africa, Gandhiji established two ashram. One is called Tolstoy Farm, other is called by what name? Okay, let me see how many of you, okay, how many of you answered it correctly. One of the lucky person, okay, will be awarded by me. Okay, let me see how many of you basically answered it correctly, okay, in the comment box. Okay, let us go to the next question, the last question. Okay, the last question is basically consider the following, again on Gandhi Jayanti, consider the following. Okay, Hindu Prachar Sabha, okay, Indian Spinners Association, Ahmedabad Textile Labor Association, and in All India Village Industries Association. How many of the above were founded by Gandhi? Only one, only two, only three, all four, guys. So if you have read the spectrum, okay, these three organizations are mentioned in spectrum. All India Spinners Association, okay, then Ahmedabad Textile Labor Association. You must be knowing that Gandhiji led the Ahmedabad mill protest. Okay, can you give me the year in which Gandhiji led the Ahmedabad mill protest? Okay, the mill satyagrah. Okay, can you tell me which year? Let me see how many of you are able to answer it correctly. And Gandhiji also established All India Village Industries Association in 1930s. But many of you must not be knowing that Gandhiji also established Hindu Prachar Sabha in 1940s in Mumbai. This office is in Mumbai. Okay, so Hindustani Prachar Sabha, Hindustani language. Okay, Hindustani language is a language, is a mixture of Hindi plus Urdu. Okay, Hindustani Prachar Sabha. So Gandhiji also established Hindustani Prachar Sabha. So answer will be all four. In this context, guys, why I have picked this Hindustani Prachar Sabha? Because you must be knowing that in the last couple of years, okay, official language controversy is happening. You must be knowing that Hindi is the official language of the country. Okay, so in that context, okay, we have to understand, okay, from the perspective of history, how Hindi was accepted as the official language of India. Okay, and what was the opinion of Mahatma Gandhi on this point, and what was the opinion of other leaders as far as Hindi language is concerned. And this topic will come in post-independence India, and also during freedom struggle. This was being debated, and Gandhiji, okay, was in favor of Hindustani, which had Hindi and Urdu words. Okay, Hindustani basically is a mixture of Hindi and Urdu. So in this context, okay, I framed this question. I hope you like this question. So the answer is D. All the organizations were founded by Mahatma Gandhi. So guys, you can see here how I have tried to frame questions on current events, because Gandhi Jayanti was there. So I have framed two questions on Mahatma Gandhi, and I have not asked traditional questions like movement started by Mahatma Gandhi. Generally everyone knows that, and UPSC is not asking traditional questions. If you see few years back, UPSC asked, okay, Songs of Prison was written by whom? So it was Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so in that context, you see how I have framed organizations of Mahatma Gandhi. Or questions can also be framed on what are the journals started by Mahatma Gandhi. So I am giving you this assignment. You should know what are the journals started by Mahatma Gandhi, and what were the newspapers which were edited by Mahatma Gandhi. So I hope you have seen how I have picked a few history question, geography question, and also I have picked, okay, like this history questions. Tomorrow I will try to frame questions on economy and polity sections. Okay guys, so please, if you like this initiative, please hit the like button and please answer these two questions. I will be awarding I will be selecting the lucky winner of these the questions which I am putting in this video. So I'll be seeing your comments and I'll be awarding that person. Okay, thank you, bye bye, take care.